There are things that each time I do them, I feel as if I'll never have to do them again. Cutting my fingernails, buying toilet paper or floss, going to the doctor. They all have this sense of completeness about them. Ah yes, this thing that was nagging me, I've done it now, I can strike it off my list, I can loosen it from my mind. But as I muscle the last of the toothpaste out of the tube, I think, again, I already bought toothpaste. I cut my fingernails like 2 days ago, where days is code for weeks. But, you know, time is a flat circle and Earth is not, so days pass and weeks pass and I have to do everything again. So I've been thinking about why that always takes me by surprise. Hi friends, it's me again coming at you with another hot therapy insight. I have depression, and the way that that looks for me is that my mental health is usually pretty well managed by talk therapy, journaling, exercise, all of that have you tried yoga crap that they tell you to do. But sometimes, despite my best efforts, I'll slip into a low, or as the haters call it, a major depressive episode, and I'll feel hopeless and meaningless and terrible and empty. You know, but I've been doing this seeking mental health treatment thing for a good 10 years now, to the point where I know that feeling will not be permanent. I know that if I go to my therapist and I talk to my doctor and start keeping that checklist again that says, eat a meal, take a shower, drink some water, go for a walk, I can eventually crawl up out of that hole. I may not feel a constant stream of sunshine, but I'll get to a place where basic tasks are not as difficult as they were before, where some of that hopelessness starts to fade away. But then that hopelessness gets replaced by a powerful fear. What if it happens again? What if it starts to get difficult to feed myself and then I start feeling pain for no reason and then I stop answering texts again and my mind thickens with a fog until I'm sitting on my floor feeling nothing and loathing myself so much that it frightens me. It'd be like that sometimes. And here, my friend, is where a patient lady in an oatmeal cardigan asks, well, what if it does? Because for me, depression functions much like a chronic illness. And that means that it probably will. I had one mental health professional liken it to getting a cold. Not like in terms of severity, but in the sense that you're probably gonna get a cold every winter, right? And some years you'll take really good care of yourself and skip it. And some years you'll get more than one. And one will be like the same week that you're trying to go on vacation in like August. And you're just gonna have to lay down and eat soup and drink NyQuil for a week until you feel better because there's not much else you can do. In the same way, mental illness will show up again, probably many more times in my life. But if I get some extra rest and take my meds at the first sign of that tickle in the back of my throat, look, this isn't a one-to-one metaphor. There's a chance that it won't get quite as bad, and there's a chance that it will. And I just have to do the things that I've learned to do to survive and ride it out either way. And know that I'm gonna be limited in some ways during that time because I don't feel well. I wonder a lot about what I could be capable of if I didn't get knocked on my ass for days or weeks or months at a time by how my brain works. Like if all those days where I could barely eat, drink water, shower, and go outside were instead fully productive. But that's not more realistic than buying an everlasting tube of toothpaste that will never be empty again. So it's not really a helpful thought exercise. I look back in my old journals to read what I wrote in the depths of past depressive episodes, and the person that I see there is a different person. But I hope that that version of me can see someone different speaking to her here, and that both can know that she'll feel like the other one again, and that in and out of years you will buy hundreds more tubes of toothpaste and be glad to see her fingernails grow. If you ever feel hopeless or like you need help with your mental health, there are some resources in the description to help you find low or no cost therapy or hotlines to call if you need help right now. I just want you to know that you are loved and important and you are worth taking that step. If you like this video, there are a couple of ways you can support me. One is by hitting the notification bell so that you hear about all my future videos. And the other is to go support me on Patreon, where you can get some exclusive writing and other perks and help me make more of these videos. I'll see you soon. Bye.